Does the person you are with encourage you to read? You have to ask, what does he bring for me? Roses or books? If someone has a stake in making you better, that person will push you towards books. Books are what we all need.
Acharya ji pranams. There are two facets that I would just like to discuss regarding students. One is the increasing stress, which affects their performance, and we are seeing that happening over a period of years. And the second is the extensive competition, which affects their camaraderie, which is even more dangerous. Because this is the period of life where they need to build up friendships. And at least I've been witnessing that it affects that.
What is it that gives you stress? How many of you feel stressed, let's say, at least a couple of times in the week? Quite a few. All right. What is it you feel stressed about? Just speak up. I'm hearing. Without the mic, just speak up. What is it you feel stressed about? Huh? GPA and deadlines and assignments and getting jobs, placements and train travels, commuting to and fro from the campus. Okay. And performance in terms of grades. Okay. And so that's okay. इतना तो हमारा भी था. So not much has changed. Just the train part was not there. But everything else we too experienced. Right? See, it's all right to have a particular level of stress. It keeps you disciplined. The problem is when stress becomes everything for you. When you lose sight of joy, of freedom, of attainment, and start feeling overwhelmed by stress. Stress is okay. You must learn to crack jokes when stressed. And those jokes will have a special flavor. There is tension in the mind. And I turn my own tension into a joke on myself. So right now, there is so much tension within me. Some kind of sponty PJ. Close to the breaking point, something on the Young's modulus. Stress and strain. Turn your own situation into a joke. It's okay. There's nobody who can live without stress, and it is not even desirable that one lives with zero stress. You should have, however, things in life that are bigger than your stress. You must know the right and relative place of everything. There is something you feel stressed about. The stress is all right. But then there are far more important things in life. Life and existence itself is more important than anything in life. So, before I came here, I was at IIT Bombay From there, I went and checked into a hotel and then came here. And yes, time pressure was there, definitely. Right? And this was actually scheduled at 5 p.m. Originally, the time I was supposed to be here was 5, and then I was told no, a little later, 5:30, then 5:45, and things happened. So that stress was there. You're not the only one who feels stressed coming to your institute. Even I experienced that tension coming to your institute. There is something special here. It's just that you probably take the train, and I was in another vehicle. And I was wondering, will I be here in time? Will the students be kept waiting for me? Bad thing. That's okay. How did I cope with the stress? My fellow passengers will tell you, I fell asleep. And then somebody woke me up. Sir, 2 more minutes, we are entering the campus. I said, okay. Who wants to live with stress? There are more useful things to do. There are better ways to utilize your time. Sleeping was a good way to utilize my time. Otherwise, what's the point in just staring at the bumper and the number plate of the vehicle in front of you? And that's what you do in Mumbai all the time. If the eyes are open, all they'll see is the bumpers, the number plates, and the chaos on the streets. Sleep. I'm not saying you must start sleeping when I deal in a lot of symbolism, so bear with me. If you deal rightly with stress, stress is a friend. It crystallizes something within you. It makes you stronger. But if you do not know the right place of stress in life, then stress becomes threatening. It becomes anti-life to the extent that it can lead to physical diseases. And it reduces your ability to work, to concentrate, to think, to be meditative. All that will suffer. Next time you are in a stressful position or period, try to take it lightly. Try to turn it into a joke. Try to laugh at yourself. Try to remember all the previous instances when you were stressed out. What happened to those instances? They passed. Right? So, as the Sufis say, this too shall pass. I was stressed out for exactly the same reason last Sunday. What happened to all that stress? What happened to that episode? It passed. So this period too should not be too big on me. This too shall pass. Right? Competitiveness too is the same thing, much the same thing. Even I have been highly competitive. I think I still am. When I'm playing with someone, I do keep an eye on the scoreboard. When I'm playing with someone and I'm lagging, trailing, being defeated, I want to win. Right? Competitiveness should be used to bring out the best in you. The problem is when competitiveness brings out the worst in you. If you find yourself lagging behind someone, ask yourself, is it the best that I can be? Or is there hidden potential that I am not choosing to reveal, to manifest, to dig out? And let me assure each one of you, you are more powerful, beautiful, and greater than you can ever imagine. But all that remains hidden within just as an unexpressed potential. You know what? Most people die carrying that potential within without ever seeing it expressed. They do not even know what they were capable of, and they die. Don't let that happen to you. When challenged, when defeated, when cornered, just remember that whatever is the level of your work, your performance, you can be far better than that. It depends on how much you want to put into it. It depends on your choice to commit yourself more to the thing you want to excel in. It depends on your choice to withdraw your inner resources from all the wasteful, miscellaneous places and concentrate those resources on the one thing that matters. Are you getting it? This might cost me 200 rupees, right? And I might have 2000 rupees. But what if I have committed 500 to this, 1000 to that, 100 to this, 50 to that, this, and I'm left with just 10 rupees. And when this comes up as a challenge, as an opportunity, requiring rupees 200, what do I have to offer? Rupees? Rupees? We have inert gases here or what? No reaction. How much do I have to offer? 10 rupees. How much do I have? 2000. What have I done with the 2000 that I have? I have squandered it here and there. I have so much. I have 10 times more than what it requires to win this one. But still I am being defeated. Why am I being defeated? Am I really so poor? No, I am not poor. I am just unwise. I am making bad choices. I am putting my money where it not really is needed or useful. How do I win this challenge? Withdraw my resources from the various places. Withdraw and concentrate. Or I could just get into a wild and petty negotiation with this one. Oh, you're not worth 200. Or I could say, I want to break this into 20 pieces. You say this is 200. Out of the 20 pieces, each one would be rupees 10. And then I'll be victorious because 10 is what I have. And that's the worst that comes out of you when you are competitive. Instead of remembering your potential and concentrating your resources, you start destroying the challenger, the opponent, the competitor. That's what most people do usually. They don't want to remember that their worth is far greater than 10 rupees, that they can rise to 200 or 2000 from their current level of 10. They don't want to do that because that would involve making choices, that would involve withdrawing effort and attention from useless places. They don't do that. Instead, they pull the competitor down. They say, this one is competing with me. I'll destroy it into 10 pieces. Is that worth it? How has that helped you? You began at 10 and you remained at 10. Have you risen? Have you become richer? Have you become better? No. Instead, you have consoled yourself with a petty victory. How has the victory come about? By attacking your opponent. Don't attack your opponent. Become greater than your opponent. And you can become greater than everything and everybody possible. It is in you. You just have to forget. You have to unremember that you are small and petty and helpless and powerless. This feeling has gotten too deeply into us. Oh, but I am a little person. But sir, how will I fight the world? All I am is a little girl. Sir, how is it possible for, me to tackle challenges? I was never very brilliant academically. I never secured even 80%. And here again I am trailing in my class. And I am 5'3". And you are telling me I am a world beater? Yes, you are. Potentially. That potential in Vedanta is referred to as anantata. What does that mean? Infinity. Your potential stops nowhere. At no point can a limit be set to your potential. You insult yourself, you degrade yourself when you limit yourself in any way. And one sure shot way of limiting yourself is by thinking of the opponent as great or very superior. That's the wrong kind of competitiveness. When your opponent beats you, ask yourself, how did I play so badly? When he hits a great shot, my coach once told me, when your opponent hits a great shot, that was in squash, he said, ask yourself, how did I allow him a loose ball? It's not that he has played a great shot. I gave him the opportunity to play a great shot. Had I not given him a loose ball, he wouldn't have been able to play a great shot. Don't tell yourself, oh my God, I have a ferocious opponent. I'm surely going to be defeated. That's not the thing to be said. Yes, your shot is indeed great. All right. I admire that. I concede you played a wonderful shot. But before you played that great shot, something else happened. What was that? I offered you an easy ball. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's real competitiveness. Real competitiveness introspects. Real competitiveness looks at oneself and tries to raise the bar within. Getting it?
Pranam Acharya. Myself Snehal Kadam and I am pursuing MTech at ICT Mumbai. And I'm very much thankful to you that you joined us. And already we have sorted so many questions. And that's like some of based on the stress level. And I have the same question based on the stress level. That we are at the student level. We are facing educational problems. And at the same time, we have to deal with our personal stress. And at the moment, sometimes we can't deal with it very confidently, or they tackle us very badly on us. And we don't have to share our solid very sincerely or nicely. And at the moment we are feeling like we can't do it after this, we can't forward it properly. And it will tackle our potential, even though you have that much of strength, but it will affect very badly. So how can we deal with that?
How is this question different from the previous one about stress?
Yes, because sometimes some situations come at the same times, like overcome at the same times everywhere, like the educational stress, personal stress, and like, for example, some people are getting attempting suicides, and they are, even though they have so much potential in that, and they are reading their life. It might be happening in some people, very rare people, or almost mostly. We can consider it like that.
See, there are two things in it. One, prioritize. Second, disregard. All the material things that come to you, they are to be kept in one bracket. Within that bracket, you must prioritize. You must know that not all things are equally important. So if too many things are upon you in one particular instance, you can't deal with all of them at once, right? Keep a few things for tomorrow. This can wait. And before that can wait, try not to be in that situation where you have to suddenly deal with 4 deadlines at once. If you know that you have 4 assignments in the academic field, plus 2 personal commitments, all on the same date, why must you wait till that date? And if by chance it so happens that everything comes together, then prioritize. You'll have to leave something behind. That's the first thing when I said prioritize. The second thing is, all of these are all within one bracket. There is something far more important outside that bracket. One has to learn to have a healthy disregard for everything worldly. When worldly affairs and commitments and obligations start getting too much on you, then you have to suddenly snap your cord with the world and say, all right, no more stress beyond this point. Till this point it is okay. I'm trying, I'm fighting, but I cannot give all these things more importance than they really deserve. The greatest importance must be for your existence itself. If something becomes so important to you that it starts demeaning your existence, then how can that thing be good and important? Something is important only if it adds value to you. If these things that are important, that you call as important, instead of adding value to you, are actually becoming a burden on you and causing you to get shattered internally, then they are suddenly not important. So you have to draw a boundary somewhere and say, stress is good, giving importance to something is good, running after deadlines is good, but nothing beyond this point. Beyond this point, if I take the world too seriously, then I'm compromising on my own self. So that is what I'm calling as a healthy disregard. One, prioritize. Second, learn to disregard.